Hello and welcome to another turn of Dominions 5, hopefully turns. We're doing the False Pretenders. Joining me is our Patheus.
Hello. Ready. Eager.
Yes, we are on turn 67. So we've got a long way to go. All right, we've got double dire portents and a message from Hinnom. Do you want to bet the message from Hinnom is about the dire portents?
I'm willing to take that bet.
I would take that bet as well. Let's take a look. All right. Stakeholder in Nexus. What? Oh. Calum has put something up. Looks like Gift of Health. And Pelagia has put up a global enchantment, which I guess must be Nexus.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, it is.
So why is he sharing that?
He didn't have enough, or he didn't want Hinnom to fight him for it. I mean, Hinnom could put out some big dispels, some powerful dispels.
That's true, but like Pelagia's whole game is based around this, and like they've been building up to it for all these turns, right? So
yes, they can still wish farm and split it and still be making a profit.
yeah, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to be enough for them.
I mean, sharing it with Hinnom is kind of a choice. Like,
yeah, it's one of the biggest players, and
right.
Yeah, and no one else is seeing that Hinnom's getting it as well, so they're not going to get the pushback.
Right. Right. They're going to think it's just on fish. Okay, well, let's keep reading here. So it looks like Yomi's starting to fall. With us being a stakeholder nexus, we wanted more time to power up, but it might not happen. Yeah, if Yomi falls, then Calum, they sort of have to act to make sure Calum doesn't get the thrones. The main issue is that we can't fight that Calum Doomstack until we have like 100 Sayer, and it's turn very late, and we don't have 100 Sayer. 100 Sayer is, I think you get 5 for 23 blood slaves. Something like that.
Yep. Yeah, that's right, yeah.
So it's like 400 blood slaves, which is not that many.
Dangerous doing maths live.
I mean, it's more than 400, but it's in that range. So our plan has to be more Melkart action. Awesome. For better or worse. Our army can't fight that bird army on Yomi's fort because it's giant. If Calum takes that Indie throne, and they magic phase fort it, we would have to attack it with an army, which would certainly lose. So they're going to try and capture it first, magic phase fort it, and then move people so they can do a defense. All right, so they're now worried.
This is really why you have to take all the indie thrones and you have to fort all your thrones by this stage of the game, because if someone could just do this, plot down a fort on the same turn, and then it's really hard for you to dislodge that.
That is how I won my first long farm game. There was an indie throne, several places deep into enemy territory, and I just hopped in and took it. Or it was unforted at that point, not indie anymore, but. All right, so Hinnom is now worried about a throne rush. We've obviously been worried about a throne rush for a long time that we haven't seen.
Yeah, I've been worried for a throne rush for so long that I'm now not worried again.
So right?
Full circle.
Yeah, we've come back around. All right, this is probably that throne though. Maybe we'll see a cool Melkart. Oh, even better.
Oh.
We got helping else into stupid hell. Precision, son of Cocobell. All right, he's got a Flesh Eater, so he's not going anywhere. The Bloodthorn for that little bit of life drain, as well as the extra blood magic. Starshine Skullcap. Copper Plate.
Does he need the Skullcap?
He teleported, probably, but no, he doesn't need it to teleport.
Yeah.
Regen, Dancing Trident, and Quickness. But if he
brought... pretty standard for what he's been using, I think.
Okay, this guy teleported in as well, obviously to do a little bit of buffs. And then we've got an Anunnaki. We've got this big hill giant.
I'm so sad that nobody's tried to charm those guys.
Yeah. Oh, Kalu is quite a mage as well.
Nice right there.
And then these living statues can sometimes be part of thrones that are pretty dangerous. But Springhawks are what the shock res is for. I don't know if this guy's gonna get a spell off before he gets Springhawked.
He's gonna try.
Definitely gonna try. He did. Okay, he got Iron Warriors off. And then we got. He's also thanks to Hinam for again making this channel not safe for minors.
Oh, I don't know about not safe, just not appropriate.
That's quite the attack animation. All right.
Yeah, so I spent way too long focusing on that.
Yeah, we're gonna zoom out.
I think the only thing is those statues, maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
stopping getting the regen, but I don't really think.
I think this guy's got 90 HP, so he's gonna regen a ton. He's got tons of experience. 28
He's got
prod.
this.
He is horror marked. Like, I think he's fine. We'll fast forward.
But what's a few horror marks between friends, you know? So.
Yeah. I mean, he's obviously taking some. He's down to 68. He's got a chest wound.
He can regen more off the like humans, so I think, than the hawks.
That's true. 60 with a limp. Now again, as long as he doesn't die, the afflictions are meaningless because they can be healed off pretty trivially. 37. He's getting low. 28. He has routed. He's at 25. He needs to keep.
He's got that big guy.
16. Oops.
Oh, that's.
You know, I have lost a Melkart, not a Nephilim, but a Melkart in this exact same fashion when I dramatically underestimated the amount of damage that those idiots with bows do.
Yeah, I guess he just didn't have like super high protection, right? Like the skull cap and the copper plate. It's not.
Yeah, he was only at 20. I think 28.
Like he needed the copper plate, but.
Well, and he couldn't get a lot of stuff off in terms of his. He only got blessing off basically. So yeah, only 28 prot, and his head prot is gonna be. Okay, it is 20. It's 26. Oh, because his natural protection is pretty high.
Yeah, he got Iron Warriors on him.
Yeah, he's got the Iron Warriors, but I mean not these guys. These guys
like 16, 15.
have 15 damage longbow, and they all move right into like they don't waste time at long range. They get right up in there.
Yeah, and the other Enkidu hit pretty hard as well.
They do. And he kind of needs to, he's not focused very well on like what's in front of him. He's kind of killing some of the birds who are actually providing him a shield. But yeah, so we should be seeing longbow 4 points, longbow 2 points.
Oh, could you just go back to
4 points
hit again? Okay, no, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I think if he'd maybe just got like body ethereal off, I think he probably would have been fine.
Yeah, and that's we certainly I assume they tested this, but you certainly could have added a body ethereal caster if you were willing to spend the gems. But obviously, if you think you don't need it, it's really expensive.
Yeah. Well, that's assuming there was someone in range as well, because he's kind of a little way off from his forts.
Well, they could teleport. You could put a cap on or a coin on to an Ami. And they could teleport in and do the body ethereal. I mean, obviously, that's really expensive because you're going to lose that gear. So you have to know that you need it and want to spend your gems that way.
Yep. Well, that didn't work.
Well, that didn't work.
Yeah, I assume people have got like scouts on pretty much all the thrones at this point. So I think we'll work under the assumption that Caleb saw that, which probably will make him much more likely to jump on this and try and get it himself.
I would think so. Another thing here, so the Flesh Eater obviously is keeping him in, keeping him berserked, but it meant that he had no chance of casting additional spells. Like with this much shock resistance at 35, he could have, I think, sat in these birds and gotten off a body ethereal.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, running the risk of running away, but I guess
and then
I guess he's probably not
away.
going to if he doesn't take as much damage. So yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe the skull cap. Maybe the. I mean the life drain weapon. I don't know if that was getting him.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much exactly.
Blows. I'm not sure. I think it was close to working right. So there's just like
it was
something would have needed to be slightly different.
Yeah. If he could have done it not magic phase, he could have added another 10% regen, and I think that would have done it. But yeah, that did not work. So that's a lot of stuff lost. That you can, maybe mummify. You can bring that guy back because he was a hero as a mummy or whatever. But
yeah,
not the same.
100% do that. I think, yeah.
And independent attack and take out his 1 PD. A little bit insult on to the injury.
It's always like that.
Yes. All right. Well, let's look at what's going on with Yomi and Calum. This is a magic phase attack.
2 Daitengu.
Yeah.
Wow.
And 2 Dione.
What was the name? I saw like someone called Goat Assassin or something.
Yeah, that's what it said. It's Goat Assassin. And this looks like he did. Were these guys like stealthed? Or no? Okay, so this guy magic phase. They just
This is a huge commitment.
Yeah, this is a really big commitment.
Phase, yeah.
And there's not that much here, right? There's like. I guess there's a bunch of high
hero.
Okay.
These,
hold on. All right, these are big.
Actually, yeah.
I take it back. I thought these were like the little ones.
No, these are the multi-heroes. Yeah. So they're his throne claimers and
yeah. And there's a lot of gear on these. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Let's go back and check. For some reason I thought these were the wrong birds. Oh, and his own Onishugo.
Yeah, I mean you got to do it just for that, really.
But look, I mean, yeah, this guy is an Eagle King who's fully kitted out. High Seraphim with pen gear. A Sorceress with a lightning rod. Another one. Pen gear. Why? What it's been a couple days. I'm trying to remember what this stack was doing.
Well,
were they going after a Dione?
Did this magic phase on somebody? We say this a lot, I swear, but this has been a while. But I do remember these. He did kill a Dione, I think.
I think this magic phased in and killed a Dione, and now it got
and now his mates
reversed on
get revenge.
Yeah. Now, depending on where this is, right? He could have put them on.
Oh, that goes in the second form.
Yeah. Could he have put
the Eagle King had got the gate cleaver kit? That would have been pretty epic.
Yeah. He could have put those on retreat. And had tried to, this Dione got the PD, right? But you could have tried to also attack this. You have these two and this one. Like, you could have perhaps anticipated that kind of counter, although it was clearly a large expenditure.
Maybe just a PD would have done it, because like
the King was doing.
They had all the pen gear. Like they were what you want to be killing those Dione with.
Yeah. That could have potentially worked too. Or like gateway in an army. Or no, not gateway. There's no lab here. I don't know. I doubt they have the other one. But okay, well, that's a lot of stuff lost. It looks like the Eagle King did retreat. But 3 of the High Seraphim and the Sorceress all got...
Yes, it's pretty painful, but it was also a pretty big commitment.
Yeah, I mean, we spent a ton of gems doing this. And now we might see, right, depending on what Calum has access to, he could magic phase in the other way.
I'm here for it. I think... I'm not sure if there was anything stealthy that he had.
Here?
Yeah, he could have some like scouts maybe with some shade mails.
Yeah, could. We obviously wouldn't be able to see that. And then an unsuccessful lesser horror trying to take out one of these Wraith Lords.
Oh, it's one of the few times that hasn't worked.
Yeah, right? That usually works. Or has seemed to work anyway. Here. 1 PD. Yomi attacking Caleb on Airmore. Raiding. This raid did not work. How do you... I know we've kind of talked about this before, but is there any reason we shouldn't be putting bodyguards on these guys? Oh, I think they forgot air gems.
Yeah, I'm not I'm not too sold on like only using the air 2s. Like I think it's like some guys doing skeletons can also be good.
Yeah. I mean, I think that there were supposed to be air gems on this for air elementals.
Oh yeah.
Because we've seen this before. But yeah, not gonna work.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it would have worked anyway.
Yeah, there was a decent amount of stuff here.
6 only she goes.
I mean, if there were 8 air elementals and he had brought bodyguards for the wolves, I think he could have won. But
it's not out the realms of possibility.
Here, Yomi attacked and was defeated with just some demons. This is all right. This is a bigger.
Okay. Well, Caleb got caught once, and Yomi gets caught once.
Well, I mean, he's getting caught. There's not that much here. I mean, he's losing the Onishugo and he's unfrozen.
Yeah, it's not as bad. Yeah.
Now Caleb is able to replace losses in a way that Yomi is not. He did gem bait him though. That's big, potentially big. Ooh, the Ravenous Swarm.
He was expecting like a proper fight with this then.
I think so. We'll have to see where this is located, but that oh my god. That is a lot of gems. I mean, this might have been worth this. I think it was probably worth it just for that. That's a huge gem.
Yeah, because I don't think even the commander had.
Yeah, there he goes. All right. Well, that was a ton of gems. And we're gonna have to hope that he's got a scout who's carrying extras, because it does. Let's see. Where's the Black Rose Sorceress? Nope. Can't see.
You could just. Oh, there she is. She's in the middle of that front pile.
Here?
Yeah, she's in the middle of that group.
Oh, there. Yeah, there she is. Yeah, she has 3 gems and a dowsing rod. Okay, so she doesn't have enough to do Ravenous Storm again, unless obviously there's some scouts. So hopefully there are. That was a huge gem commitment. Now Caleb does have vast gem reserves potentially.
Yeah, it's more just for if that army doesn't have it, rather than the overall.
Right.
Number,
this is a very high mage commitment to troop ratio.
Yeah, this looks like one of my armies that I.
Yeah. You're just like, all right, we'll throw more mages at the problem. It's like, well, why don't you have any troops? It's like, well, I spent all the money on mages.
Yeah, it's a problem.
I didn't make any troops. Oh.
Dom 6 cost changes came out for me and the Caleb player.
There is a Dione here. See, oh, it's gone.
What? Did he just get murdered?
Go ahead and try that one again.
Did he fly in the? Did he fly in the back? No, he hasn't. Okay.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's got Ring of Returning. Right. I was going to say
yes,
he's disappeared really quick.
He just got hit by something and pieced out. Natural Storm.
Okay, well, that makes it a lot less painful.
It does. I mean, again, this is a lot of gems spent. That didn't really need. Oh my god.
Do you like Thunderstrike? We've got Thunderstrike.
I mean, Caleb has spent, it looks like, 50 air gems in like elementals this turn that were essentially just gem baits.
Yeah, that's painful. Yeah, but I mean, if we don't think he's actually been like doing too much in his turns, so he's probably had a load saved up. But yeah, it's not.
Well, I
Not,
mean, yeah,
not
he's clearly I think there were a couple turns where I think he was perhaps distracted, but
yeah.
he does appear to be back.
Oh yeah, I definitely think he is now. Yeah, but he probably has some. I think he's got reserves.
Yeah. And then let's go through our other major conflict of Marverni and Van Ham, and then we'll check the graphs to see, because like there's a lot of rating and it's sort of hard to tell who's winning or losing. It feels like Caleb is making progress at tremendous gem cost, but he did lose this magic phase thing. All right, let's see if we got any big battles here. We've got a Vanadrot fighting into the Pig Apocalypse. What is he bringing? In a winged helmet.
He's bringing a hope and a prayer.
So what is he doing?
Unfortunately, not much else.
He's doing. We're not gonna. He's getting WAP spy gifts from heaven.
Oh,
did we even get to? Did he even start casting anything?
I assume it's going to be living clouds with that many.
Yeah. Does he have? He has a bunch of gems. All right, we gotta try from this screen, I guess, because Wrathful Skies.
Oh, okay. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. Actually, that would have been really good.
But yeah, he got.
I mean,
squished.
Still expensive with a Vanadrop, but like that actually could have worked out really well.
There you go, the friendly fire meteors.
Yeah, it's gem baited as well.
Yeah. Did it? Yeah, I mean it should have.
I saw something get cast in all the balls.
Okay, but they have like tattoo or whatever. Oh yeah, like they started to cast life after death. It looked like
that could have. Actually, the Raffles guys maybe even good that the Raffles guys didn't go off, because then he would have just got a lot of free upkeep.
Right, he would have been setting him up.
Mages, so yeah.
This one, little raid. This didn't work.
Yeah, the eight van here isn't.
Yep. No. Okay. There's nothing.
Working out as well as it was.
Yeah, Vanheim's tactics have not really updated very much.
Well, the Rattles Guys trap was new.
That's true. Or like, okay, at least he still is using this as sort of a raiding force, but we've seen it not be effective.
Yeah, I think
for a bunch of turns.
I think you maybe there's like summons you could get instead, or
yeah, like you're gonna
just
need these
some
guys.
air elementals. Like, yeah, I think you really want these to build them up for for your actual armies now.
Yeah. And okay, that was that one. Great Boars doing some raiding. Oh, here we go. Is this the big armies fight? This is definitely Vanheim's big army, and this
he just stayed on that throne. They are weirdly at the edge of that formation.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I would agree. Now these are all just S1s with one guy who can do something else.
And he's right at the front.
What is he doing here?
Why has he got 4 scouts?
Another good question.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe didn't think this was going to come here. I'm not sure why. I think it's going to get pretty wrecked. I mean,
I think he is
going to be a huge communion
wrecked.
though. Like it's going to do.
It's going to be a huge communion,
do something, but
and it's going to do
win.
a soul slay or slave mind, I guess.
Yeah, well, it'll be good to watch. We'll watch it.
We'll see what happens. And they're gonna communion up. They're gonna get wrecked by these trolls. There goes Storm. There's
I'm not loving the Stellar Cascades.
Stellar Cascades. Okay, the trolls did get distracted. Wayland
okay, well everything's sort of attack closest, so that's working.
They're on mist form. Those aren't.
Yeah, the balls don't exist
They're
anymore.
routed. Well,
trolls don't have great MR, right? Like master and slave, not master. They're just normal slave mind could have. Okay, well I
19.
take that completely.
They did.
What
They
the
are,
hell?
and there's a
This
drain scale
troll is
bonus, and they cast
okay.
cast
Oh
the
wow,
spell.
I did
But
not. They have 14. That's crazy.
yeah.
Wow,
Trolls.
I'm gonna get a libel case after that. That's
Trolls are
whoa.
you have yes. Well, okay.
You've been sued by trolling.
That was
Well, that went.
a disaster.
Yeah, that went even worse than I thought it was going to go. To be honest.
I mean, I
I
questioned.
thought he might like enslave some, and then it might slow them down a little bit. And
he'd have to enslave a lot.
yeah.
And there's no.
Well, I just thought more than 3 would die.
Okay, well.
The balls in a fight are not. They're not it.
Yeah, that wasn't.
Apparently, they got some friendly kills as well.
Probably in retreating. Oh, we've got bad omens.
Oh,
what was this one? Okay, let's go to the map.
Yep. So I know it's all right with that.
Where are we? Here we are.
He knocked him off that throne, right? Yeah.
Yes. He certainly did. Now we've got another force here with druids instead of just the stargazers. Well, it also has stargazers, and this has a lot more
even
stuff.
More mages and more. It's just bigger. Yeah. I mean, I still don't know if that would win. I
mean, I think
it depends what he casts. Like maybe the druids are
he needs
be significantly better.
Yeah, he's gonna have the mist form is going to help against 1 round of meteors, and then it pops. Is that right?
Yeah.
Which is something.
It's a thing, and it'll one-shot the trolls if it hits them. Through that, like their like higher health isn't really going to help them.
Right.
A meteor hitting them in the face, so.
Right, it'll just be the magic.
Yeah, I don't know that because like it's very inaccurate, and Van Heim's got a big long line.
That's true.
It's harder to hit that than like a blob.
That's true.
But if it lands on some of the mages, I mean that could be pretty clutch. I still think the Van Heim army would win.
I think they might. I think they really need Will of the Fates.
Yeah, well, just how fatigue heavy Gifts from Heaven is as well.
That's true, but there's like 50 mages here.
True, but I think I think
actually,
a communion spamming Gifts of Heaven can.
I mean, if you put half of these guys into what is it? It's 32 is the max.
The Stargaze is going to take double as well.
The Stargazers will get wrecked. That's certainly true.
Yeah, they're already dead.
But even if you put 32 of these goofballs for the plus
4,
yeah, you still have a lot of Gifts of Heaven casters.
Yeah, I mean it'll be great to watch. I'm excited.
Well, let's go through the score graphs real quick, see who's winning the rating war, and then we'll maybe hop to the next turn.
Do you think they will? Well, actually, just before we do that, do you think those armies will go and clash?
I mean, Marverni looks like he's here to fight people.
Yeah, well, yeah.
He stayed.
But do you think the Van Heim army is gonna?
I think Van Heim wants to get. I mean, if he thinks he can win, he's got to take these armies off the board.
Yeah, if he doesn't want to take that fight, I think he just has to make peace, or he should try, because like it's not really worth. If you don't think you can kill that army with your one army, then I don't think you.
Where else are you? I mean, then you're gonna try and turn back to Caleb.
Yes, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Well, I just think he's got to
Yeah, I mean,
keep going up with new plans.
Eventually, you have to, in your war game, you're gonna have to put your army on the line.
Yeah, well, no, that's what I mean. So if he doesn't want to, then I think he should be trying to sort peace out. But if I think he should have confidence.
Look at this value deep raid with the random lab here to get all these gems.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yes. Okay. And then Yomi, Kalem. So this big army.
Yeah, they're kind of like
stormed
weird,
that
like
fort.
the like front of this war is like turns like degrees or something.
I mean, Kalem is getting raided to shit.
Yeah,
but I don't think that's
he's raiding back though.
last.
But it's it's a bit of a
that's
a mess of a front line.
It is. This stack can just start flying and just move straight. Like
I think he could just go for the cap, and I think.
I mean, and I think he wasn't doing it before because he was getting.
Well, he could go and try and. Well, actually, no. Sorry, Hinam's got Hinam. Yeah, he could just. I mean, he could just go for that throne.
He needs a counter to Winds of Death is what he needs. Because that's why I think he was being more passive.
Yeah. Yeah, and and his counter just got like destroyed this turn. Yeah. Because it was the spell pen.
Yes. Yeah. Now he can make more of those, I'm sure, but
he can. Well, he can, but the multi-heroes are pretty. They're a pretty finite resource.
That is true. I think he has the Throne of Luck, right? Giving him some extra. Where's his capital?
Yeah, he can summon astral guys, though, I want to say.
Yeah, he's got Luck 3 in his cap. So that's a pretty good chance at a multi-hero.
Yeah, we've seen him get a few, but, you know.
Well, we haven't seen probably all of them either. Kalem was slightly down in provinces, as was Hinam. Marverni was flat. Vanheim was flat. And Yomi is up a little bit. And I guess Pelagia, apologize, you are also present. And you put up.
Well, they got Nexus. So, we also don't know like what the split is, right? Like it's not necessarily.
True, it doesn't have to be 50-50. So with that going up, do we this is when you make your move, right? Or is he gonna keep chilling?
I mean, he needs to spend those gems on something before he makes a move, right?
He needs to spend the gems, but you can spend on your war. You gotta yes, you can obviously spend a lot of time summoning crap, but
yeah, I'm not sure what the plan is.
I mean, he's achieving fish goals, right? If the Pelagian game plan is put up Nexus, get wish farming, don't lose the game before that happens, right? Like those things have all happened.
Yeah, those are the easy three. I think the last one, if they don't do something, is the hard part. Because you've got the sort of like mental inertia.
Again, this and this doesn't happen to necessarily everybody, but it definitely happens to me. Playing as the fish creates a huge inertia to actually doing something. But yeah, I mean they've got their crap online. They can go. We had all the slots were filled though, right? So what got taken out here? We have Focus, Oak, Deepwell. So Hinam, by the way, has, and I can't remember if any of these are split, right? But Mother Oak, Earthblood,
feel
Deepwell,
like Mother Oak was split with Yomi.
I think it was, and then part of Nexus as well.
It's a lot. Did you have a look at the gem income? Did we?
We did not. Yeah, now we don't see Nexus.
Yeah, so I mean, that is Hinam's second, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, he's probably getting as much as Kalem now.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's incentivized to spend, whereas in some ways Kalem isn't. Although I think for Kalem, right, he just needs to throne rush and win already. So I don't know that he cares. Like you just he cares.
The efficiency isn't as important now. Really.
Yeah, you gotta move.
Yeah, and the area under graph, I think Kalem's still like.
Oh yeah.
Unbelievably ahead.
Yes. In lifelong gem earnings, he's way up. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else for this turn?
No, I don't think so. Apart from yeah, I mean, hopefully Kalem goes and grabs that throne. that
Yes.
Hinnom has softened up for him.
How much softening did Hinnom do? I mean, he basically killed the Springhawks.
Good amount of the Springhawks, yeah. It's like half the chat. Well, half like the important.
Yeah, but in some ways, right, killing the Springhawks doesn't always make it easier because if you can plan on getting surrounded by those guys.
Well, yeah, I don't think Calum has been planning around that though. Otherwise, he would have done it.
Well, okay, sure, but like if you sent somebody in who was fully, who had like air shield to help against all those bows, and you put up like a Wrath of
I'm
Skies cast.
Pretty like 100% sure. Like a couple of kings could take that throne like very easily.
Yeah, seems doable. All right, let's jump to turn 68 here. Promised the people we would pick up the pace, and we just spent 34 minutes on that turn.
We promised ourselves we'd pick up the pace.
The promise went out to everyone. Okay. Soul
No
Torrents
messages.
Taking out a
Wraithlord.
Wraithlord gets sniped. All right, let's keep going with the Calum Yomi first.
Calum's going to be getting PTSD from seeing that.
Right. Calum won here, but did lose a mage.
Did the horse tribe snipe that commander?
Yes. I bet he did.
That's not the first time we've seen that either, I don't think.
No, I mean when you send dudes in robes out, right? They have dudes in robes problems. Oh, hello. Hold on.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Wait. Maybe it's
a little smaller. Number of mages made that look so much better.
It's so much less here than I thought there was.
Yeah.
All right, we got 2 Dionis.
There's a lot of diversity, but not
there is a lot of. And here it's a small number of birds, an eagle king, more birds, another eagle king, ungeared.
I think that's the eagle king that survived the.
I think it is.
First one is the one that.
This is okay. This little army we saw. This guy's like kitted out as a thug.
Yeah, I actually am quite a big fan of the spectral mage thugs.
And their current maximum hit points is higher, but they haven't had time to enjoy it.
No, this army?
Or did it
this
get hit
army
by
looks
something?
like this army's had a remote cast on it. Like everything is lower. Like.
Well, what I was wondering, because he put up Gift of Health.
Oh, is that okay? I'm not.
So I think it's
totally familiar.
I don't remember if this is Gift of Health, sort of trying to come online. I think it might be, because like I think when your Dominion goes.
Oh, does he come from a lower Dominion area?
Yeah, your max health goes up, but you don't catch up right away.
Okay, right. Like how a god works.
Right.
Okay. We've got the cubes up front.
The cubes are slow, but I was gonna say they're sure, but they're not moving yet. Foul Vapors coming from that white mage. Wailing Winds, Darkness coming from Yomi. Now, he put Foul Vapors up. Did we see poison resistance? No.
No, I mean, was it Calum's white mage? It's
not the spectral mage. Yeah, okay, it's probably then a white mage over here.
Well, then we got Firestorm.
We don't have. I mean, these guys have poison resistance. Yeah, this is the guy.
Yeah. So who's? I assume that's also Yomi.
Yeah, I mean, Caleb's armies are not. It's not well set up to.
Survive. This is like a terrible place to
be. Yeah, you do not want to live here. I think that Caleb is going to lose everything, and Yomi's going to lose some friendly fire stuff. This army also spent a bajillion gems last turn, and none this turn. I don't think he had a scout with it to replenish.
That's a shame.
Yeah, which is too bad. Where was that? Was that?
It was an Airmore, I think.
Airmore. Okay. Yeah, that's everybody.
Oh, the white mage died for Yomi.
Yeah, and the white mage died. It's interesting.
Yeah, that's a pretty one-sided fight.
It is. And I mean, again, look at all the friendly fire, right? 78 deaths, but there's like 20 kills here.
Yeah. Pretty much the only thing that survives is that spectral mage.
Yeah. I mean, this needed its gems, and I guess they weren't there.
I mean, if it just had some more troops, maybe they could have jumped on like the Yomi chaff and maybe
but also like if there were 20 air elementals.
I don't think Yomi was that far from running away from army losses.
That's probably true. Although these guys might have died to poison at the end. Well, I guess not the long dead. But like if there were 20 air elementals here and then Thunderstrike, I think Caleb would have won.
Yeah, I mean 20 animals would have, yeah.
So I think that one is a logistics problem.
Logistics win wars.
They do, and I'm terrible at them.
Yeah, and they're boring.
Okay. 200 corpse constructs.
By 2 Bane, I like it.
Here we have another high commitment sort of fight from it's got a Dione, some random demons, and then this looks like
we got the hero
with his Holy Scourge.
Oh, let's go.
He's on
That's the first Holy Scourge we've seen.
I think it might be. Hell Sword.
Oh, I like that.
And then we've got more.
It's a lot of Wraith Lords.
That is a lot of Wraith Lords.
These don't even have like horror marks as well. These are
fresh. These are fresh. I mean, he does have Well of Misery. Yeah, the Wraith Lords are traveling in packs now.
Everybody's gangster until the Wraith Lords start gathering in packs.
It looks like lots of Horde of Skeletons. Air Elementals.
Yeah, Yomi just doesn't have enough.
No. There's nothing here to pick off this guy. He can get killed, but I don't think they haven't got the Astral to like steal him.
No, but I mean that Holy Scourge is gonna come in and
he's in.
Yeah, he's on his own.
I would say he's on his own though. Like he's into second form. I mean he's 20 HP, but yeah, I got him.
The Holy Scourge is just
it is quite effective.
A very hard counter.
He lost nothing.
Nice. Well, that's I think that's probably good for him because he was probably okay. Maybe spoken to him, but he was probably suffering a bit of morale check from
that first one. Yeah. Here, Storm power goes up, and Storm. So we've cast Storm we've got like 4 mages. Yeah, air elementals. They do at least have guards.
Yeah, I mean, I think for the amount of commitment, I mean, it does have an Eagle King, so it is still always going to be a fairly big commitment.
Yeah.
But
he just Thunderstruck himself. The wolves doing some good work.
That's the Sigma move. Someone just likes to trust himself, don't even care.
Looks like he's not going to be able to keep up with this Horde of Skeletons. It's the Eagle King. Oh, Eagle King died too. Well, there goes another 4 mages.
It's rough. Horde of Skeletons, great spell.
Great spell. All right, so I mean, Caleb lost a lot. This army didn't move.
It's like it's stuck in like a quagmire.
This is like local. This is like when you're commanding. You're like, all right, generals, you need to move, and they're like fighting over who gets to go first, and they're just not doing anything.
Yeah, there's 2 consuls in charge of that army.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they're both like, I want to go first.
Very fitting analogy for the Persian nation.
Yeah. Nobody's taking the battle unless it's their day to be in charge.
Yeah, I mean, if the reason is because he's scared of wind of death, then I think you just like split that army up into loads of different smaller commitments and just go everywhere.
I mean, he ought to be able to put together a counter to that Winds of Death caster, right? Because it had a Ring of Returning on, so if you made a fast casting hat, you have somebody just give him just a little poke,
Yeah, yeah, or like just if he's making holy scourges, you could just like have like the odd thug, and he just attack large monsters for turn one. They just fly straight in.
Yeah. I mean, I obviously it's not trivial, but I think you need. I don't think you can have this army do nothing because you're afraid of Winds of Death. It's got to do. You got to come up with a counter.
Well, I also just think that army doesn't need to stay together. Like you can just.
That's also true.
You know, you could just split up loads, and then, you know, it's better than not using it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Throne remains unclaimed as well, or unconquered.
Yeah. No second trap from him. I know message from him.
Yeah, he didn't want to talk about that.
He did go ahead and knock out the Vine Men though. Okay, let's check out the other conflict. Oh, here we got. I don't think this is a huge fight. It's something. It looks like this is the throne, but Vanheim either didn't patrol or. Yeah, there goes the.
Yeah, and I think well, it's weird having the trolls there, though, right?
Oh, he's doing he's the Wrathful Skies trap, is what it is.
Mm.
But I don't think it's gonna last long enough.
It's actually very satisfying watching those trolls get hit. The gift of heaven. Your MR isn't helping you now, is it?
The artillery barrage. Oh my god. Also hilarious watching somebody walk through. This, you know, these are the guys in the movies, right? Oh no, he didn't make it. But like, there's like running through.
Cool guys don't look at explosions.
Yeah.
So when the explosion's all around you, it doesn't matter. Has he stolen the Vanadrop?
No, the Vanadrop is extending into the square.
Okay.
With mirror image, but he's not gonna. Now he's stolen him.
I can see into the future. Actually, I didn't.
Yeah.
I've never told you before, but you can.
Where was that help then in all of our various games we've done together?
It gets used once per year, and I've already used it for that now. So. Fine.
All right. So he lost 5 druids, an elder druid, and a stargazer, plus miscellaneous chaff to kill
the Vanadrop died.
Well, the Vanadrop joined him.
Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah. Well, to be fair, like if he can elevate that, if he can gift.
Yeah, it's a nice mage.
You know, it's probably worth it because he doesn't really have a huge aircaster.
Yeah. And I think it had a helmet for air as well.
So you lose that when it becomes a troop, don't you? So.
Yeah, but he probably recovered it. He's got 100 commanders.
Oh, can someone else? I didn't know if you enslave if it works like that.
Oh, maybe it doesn't. I would have thought you could recover it.
So yeah, he's gonna have to go through, check that communion's all balanced again.
Yeah.
But you know, kill the trolls as well, which isn't nothing.
Yeah. Gets a nice little raid in. Wow. Okay, so very quiet.
Yeah, well, their front has narrowed a lot because of the mountains.
Yes. But so he's back on top. All the Vanheim army is clearly inside.
Yeah, that army's in there. What do you think about that call to do the? I think it was the right call. But I don't think I love the positioning of the Vanadrop. Like it could have been in a corner right at the back instead of just.
Yeah, I think.
And I think it really wanted like some MR gear.
Yeah, I think if you were gonna do that, you needed to magic phase that Vanadrop and do like ghouls or call the way and something to give him some chaff, because like the trolls died to the giant meteor strike just as well as anybody else, right? Like it wouldn't matter that much if it was ghouls, and hit the army here. So you try and Wrathful Skies, you kill some mages, you try and imbalance his communion, and then you fight here.
Right. Okay. Right. Yeah. That would have been. That would have. Yeah. I think the magic phase on, because then if that sort of destabilizes the communion,
right, it helps a lot.
Could have been really good. Yeah.
Now that's because we know he moved, right? Like he didn't have to, and if he doesn't move, then you've just sent your Vanadrop in. Like I'm pretty sure he would, but you've sent your Vanadrop in to die.
Well, that's what's happened anyway, though, right? And
yes, that's true.
And also, I mean, he tried to do it the previous turn as well, so he's pretty happy trying to.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
doing the Raffle Sky Trap, even if you haven't got a huge follow-up, is still like a decent plan,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, and I don't know where Marverni's at, but we haven't seen, like, he didn't like Will of the Fates or anything, right? Like, there's
I don't know. We won't really. It might not trigger gem usage.
It should.
Like,
That's a
this is a
5-path
lot.
mage. I don't even know if he.
Yeah, I don't know quite how.
What on earth?
This guy.
This guy is
double
empowered.
No, the stargazers are just.
Oh no, he's a communion.
Like, really.
They don't get death.
Yeah, that's why. Is he just empowered once and then?
No, because if he was empowered, I can't find. Now I can't find him.
He's not like a hero version, is he?
Okay, they do have Twist Fate and Lucky on some of them.
Well, that's probably just the communion slaves, though, right?
Yeah, probably. Although no, none of these guys have the communions. Oh, we have to wait. Let's wait But they already did their communion. Hold on. The Stargazers are not in the communion.
Okay.
They're probably casting point buffs.
I think I did.
Do see weapons of sharpness. Oh, so okay.
Yeah,
Some of them are
I saw
communion masters.
And then I guess the others are just there to paint this like look and stuff on to the mages, which I think it's actually pretty decent.
So this guy
is an enigma to me.
It's a communion master for Magic Boost 4. But this clearly isn't showing that, given that it's only level 3.
So this is the life.
This is the life after Deathcaster.
So I mean, I actually, I don't hate empowering someone in death for that.
There's got to be a better way, right?
Well, is he empowered him?
He's empowered him twice.
You're going to be giving a communion anyway. Maybe there's an event that's giving him a death path or like boosted it. I don't know.
Maybe.
It's a game where you can never quite be sure why there's something on someone.
That's
unless you like know that you haven't done it.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
Yeah. Well, he's got it, and I mean, if he hasn't really got anything else to spend the death gems on, he probably doesn't have a great income for it. He's just saved them up. I don't hate it.
I
would be putting more defensive stuff on that guy, though. I think.
Yes, as I say, I don't necessarily. If you have no other way to get into death, and you have the gems, and you want to power up, fine. But why is it a Stargazer? And why on earth is he in combat? Once you have him empowered for 2 in death, you can make the staff go summon a white mage or something.
Well, maybe it's a roleplay. Maybe the Stargazer.
What if this idiot dies?
Stared at the stars for so long, he started to look in his own soul and realize his own mortality.
This goofball
definitely got a death path.
Has what, like 70 gems of empowerment in him?
I mean, it could actually generally be an event that's given him.
Which
but
event
yeah,
gives
it's like
death
50 to...
He's not even named.
Yeah, you got to name the guy. Like, you could at least name him like Death Empowered or something.
But like, there are other cross paths. Why? I don't know. I'm really curious. Marverni, tell me why. Like, why wouldn't you pick one of the druids? Like, I think
that guy wants some armor. He doesn't want to be a dude in a robe.
No. Okay. Well. All right. I'm gonna move past it.
Yep. Well, he's got that though, and it's a tool.
It's a tool. At least he's. I mean, yeah, it's a tool.
He's thinking outside the box, and it's working for him. Like, casting that life after death is really good.
It is very good, but I think you could summon someone to do the job instead, and you have Earth and Astral Cross Paths. You can put them in a communion just fine. You could make a Revenant, give him that item, and have him do the same job. He also didn't have any gems.
Yeah, well, no one said life was perfect.
Did I miss it? Did he have gems?
He might have spent them, to be fair.
Yeah. Now it's this guy. No, he has no gems.
Okay, well, he can cast a lot of skeletons, though.
Oh my god.
Have you considered that?
I have considered that.
Okay, well...
Alright.
We saw that, and that was good. He's got the banner drop. And I think it's looking pretty good for Marverni. He's just got this ever-growing number of balls in his cap that are doing nothing, though, and
Yes, they should be moving out.
He has got some reinforcements to join that army as well. That might tip the balance of who's favoured in that fight.
Yeah, I'd love to see these boars.
Although I feel like that is just a chieftain with 80 balls and nothing else, though.
I mean, he's got the mage support here, and this could get picked off, though, potentially by some kind of magic phase as well.
Yeah, in the archer shooting the chieftain.
Yep. Also possible. Okay, alright. I'm moving past it. Is there anything else?
It doesn't work when you have to say that a second time. Okay.
So, I mean, I think that's the
Do we see Pelagia summoning anything now that they've got Nexus?
No, not here. No. A huge stargazer. He's got Cthulhu.
Ah, good. And we got some living statues. That's a summon.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we've got Cthulhu.
Well, that's important.
That is important.
Because that shows that he's
go ahead.
At least read a guide.
That's true. I was going to say, do you know what the real...
The steps they're happening.
Do you know what the real huge benefit of sharing Nexus with Hinnom is? Who else in this game could cast Astral Corruption? Vanheim, who's potentially got Marverni problems and hasn't exactly got a ton of research or any blood income that we've seen.
I think there might be a Calum mage that is blood astral.
Calum has,
but it's it's a random and it's very expensive, so I don't. But like in theory, I think.
So Calum has access to where's Airmore? Where did Airmore used to be?
It's that battle.
There.
Yeah.
They have the Black Rose Sorceress, but she doesn't get it.
No, I'm pretty sure there's a summon though Calum can do. I don't know what does Marverni's gods because they got Farcaster. They don't have any blood. I don't think, do they? No.
But I mean, even if you had you have to put up the corruption, right? And it has to be big enough to first of all, you're gonna have to overcast something. And then it has to be big enough not to get this spelled. And they don't have any blood economies, even if they could technically cast the spell.
Yeah, I'm not sure anyone. Yeah, not sure anyone is really keen on Astral Corruption. Like even Hinnom hasn't got like an out of control blood economy where they're happy to just.
No, they don't have it now.
Else. Like I don't think anyone's really considering that.
But they could have it later.
If you were worried about that, then sharing it with Hinnom does have that as a ancillary benefit. But I just think you're just better off just not.
Yeah, got a Vampire Lord here.
I mean, it also sort of tacitly sort of gives them some sort of alliance, so that throne is safer.
Right.
Larger has, but.
Oh yeah, we didn't see. We saw the Lore Master here. Okay, yeah, still.
Oh well, the Lore Master could actually.
It's the Throne of Knowledge, yeah.
Yeah, but that could that could break him into all sorts of things he could use the gems on.
That's true. Okay. All right. Well, we're just about to. If we get our outro done in 15 seconds, we can get under the hour mark. So thanks everyone for joining me.
Everyone.
Thanks, Sarpathius, and we'll hope to see you all in the next one. Have a great day.
See ya.